Welcome, Armchair Generals, Weekend Warriors, and Saturday Soldiers alike. This is Ostentatiousness, and welcome back to Rome Total War. When last we left off, I did some stuff. It was cool. When last we left off, I believe I'd conquered Narbo Marchus, and Segastica was under attack. One point I will quickly make, that is an I, so that's Jorvavium, rather than an L, like I thought. I just thought it strange that the L wasn't in capital. Just bump my microphone, because I'm good like that.
Set sail! Yes, master.
What else? We do some stuff. So sorry about no video yesterday. I wasn't very enthusiastic. I was very quiet. I was rushing things, and I just felt like that wouldn't have been fun for you guys to watch. So I would rather have done something, a couple of videos, the next day, rather than a video that day that was really bad. First thing I'm going to do is compress down my units, pick up my brother's computer in the background. So probably just disband you. Actually, gives me an idea. I will leave these guys behind and launch a quick attack against these guys. Spoilers, they do attack.
Engage the enemy! Victory! Attack!
They lay siege to Narbo Marchus, and I figure it's better to... Jesus, isn't that true? A large army is always disorderly. I thought it was better to attack them now and not have to wait them out, wait for them to get stronger.
We face adversity. A band of brothers dedicated to the warrior's code of strength and victory. But we will never know defeat while we stand together. This day we add another triumph to the history of our people. We will be honored as men. These Gauls do not need your fear. Cold steel will bring them down just like any other men. They stand alone. No friend has come to this place to die for them. Does this not say something about their honor? They're standing among nations.
It says a lot that the mercenaries are at the very front line
Here
there.
by strutting fools and blustering morons. Now they will pay the price. We outnumber them by a large margin, but this may drive them to foolhardy defiance. Be careful. I have won many great victories for Rome. Be strong in that truth, and let this be one more. March on, and know that our victory is assured as long as we live and die like true Romans.
Damn it, I started humming the French national anthem, La Marseillaise, when I heard him say March on, because that's a part of the song where... it's actually a really good national anthem. So... different tactic from usual. I was just thinking this up while... Mercenaries! I think they might be mercenaries, guys. And apparently I just turned into one of the beetles from over there. So... gonna do things slightly differently to how I normally do things. What I'm planning on having it do is I will use my Hastati's ranged attack as the bulk, but while they're engaging the enemy, hopefully this will not work because the enemy will do shit, but while they're engaging the enemy with their charge, I'll have the barbarians swing around and hit them from the flanks and rear. So what am I looking at? It's cavalry that's going to pardon me, give me the most trouble. Looks like at least one band of spearmen, or skirmishers rather. So, as always, oops. I have actually had in one of my scrubbed recordings, I did try and record a couple yesterday. I had a couple of really hilarious moments where enemy armies that outnumbered me nearly 3-1 retreated, like before combat even happened. I mean, I can see the wisdom to that. It was just basically testing my strength, seeing what I had, and then retreating to allow them the opportunity to attack us again. Well, not attack us again, but preserve their forces closer to their own towns. It was the Dacians, in case you're wondering. So yeah, this should actually go off pretty well. Actually, I was trying to play Empire yesterday. It was like, not sure if it was one of my scrubbed recordings where I just mentioned this, but Empire is actually one of the Total War games that I do really like. Even though I can understand people's dislike for not only the gun setting, but also how the AI is stupid. And yeah, game kept crashing every time I went in to get into a battle. But one of the features it has is I can press like 8 on my number pad. I think they brought this in the more recent games as well. And my entire formation will stay in formation. And like it'll say, there'll be a ghost highlight of the same U shape I've just made ahead of me. Game. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. Yeah, so your formation stayed in formation while they ran. It's like, whoa, way of the future, man. Go here. You go here. Go here. You go here. I mean, I don't know why I'm doing this now. Their insistence on moving has effectively ruined my plans, but... Oh, here is a fun historical fact for you. Though I'm actually not 100% on it, but I believe that Caesar was not actually a title at first, but it was actually his name, the guy that we commonly attribute as being Julius Caesar. So, yeah, no, that's an interesting one, that it became adopted as a title from his name.
The enemy general flees.
I think he was fleeing because he saw the army of spearmen charging towards him. Okay. I'm not going to pursue this one because it's a captain, not an actual general. So the fact that they don't have a proper leader means that it's not really worth much pursuit. I was going to say, did you just recruit? Next most important thing to do. Oh, actually. As someone pointed out, AI is really stupid when it comes to tax rates. However, considering a lot of my settlements, I'm pretty sure I'm playing on medium too, which is surprising. turbo marshals, although to be fair, recently conquered Marsilia, Segestica, or Segesta, Mediolanium. Can afford a normal tax rate. That's a thing. And Pavatium. I'm going to drop your tax rate down. I liked my tax rate to be... Sorry, my public order to be 100%, if at all possible. Just to make that a little bit easier, so as to speak. Less likely to rebel, I believe would be the word I'm looking for here. Oh, so, another couple of really quick battles. Actually, something I should probably be paying more attention to is,
Do not fear these rebel slaves.
Who's leading these armies?
And will die as easily as cattle. They have been brought to the battlefield by muling infants instead of leaders. There is no advantage in numbers to either side. Therefore, skill and courage will be the keys to this day's battle. All that said, we are the stronger. Every one of you is better than they. Remember this and take heart from the memory. They will, unless completely unthinking, try to use the woods to screen some of their troops.
They are completely unthinking. I fought this battle like 3 times now.
Make a stand. You all know my worth and what I have done before. Of the foes who attacked me in the past, few ever got to boast of their success.
It's got a bit more to say, I'll bet.
The portents are bad, my friends, but I do not care. I know that I have brave men at my back, and only the enemy in front of me. And at the last, brave Romans, I say this: strength and honor to you all!
Okay, so actually, quick question. Do you guys want me to start skipping these speeches? Because, I mean, I don't mind. They're annoying, but... yeah, I've done this mission a couple of times. But I don't mind either way if they are included in this. So yeah, Giant Rock. Doesn't do much for hiding. Much to my annoyance, but... God damn it. Again, I'm used to more recent Total War games where I can double press 1 and it shoots towards that unit. Yeah, so this army, these naked fanatics look really intimidating, somewhat ironically, or as I call them, the tinfoil hat men. Look at them. But they're actually... They're heavy infantry, I imagine it's because they do a shit ton of damage, but they have the morale of a paper tiger. They will fold, semi-ironically, the moment you attack them. So,
units armed with pile throw their heavy javelins at the enemy just before they charge.
Soothing.
Setting these units to fire at will allows them to fire at any enemies that come within range. Be warned, though, they carry a limited number of javelins.
There's actually a little hidden function in the preferences that you have to go in and manually adjust, but you can totally set it up so that you get unlimited javelins, or unlimited ammo. So theoretically, if you had catapults, you could decimate an entire city, like destroy every breakable building, just with like over the course of a battle. I have tried to do that in the past. They removed the ability to set that up in later Total War games, kind of ripped off. I did like that arcadey style. Not so much battle, but more like, oh shit, this is a goofy thing I can do. You know? This way forces you to be much more tactical though. Yep. See how the naked fanatics just disintegrate?
The enemy general is slain, and now his men fear us.
This is another unit I'm not going to have to pursue just because of the fact that it is a rebel unit. Bam.
The gods.
That was I think the speech took longer than Jesus.
The day
Says
is
a lot.
ours.
I think the speech took longer than the battle.
Victory! General, march!
Okay.
Sir!
So I'm getting rid of these peasants. They cost essentially the same as a town watch in terms of upkeep, but they're useless in battle. They really are. Ooh. So I was reminded of two other things that I mentioned in other videos. The first is the Senate tab. I think after doing some reading, I figured out what happens. As you conquer, your popularity with the people goes up, and your popularity with the Senate goes down. You can make your popularity with the Senate go up by completing missions. For example, this, which I'm not going to do. If the popularity with the people gets high enough and with the Senate gets low enough, they'll declare you an enemy of Rome and demand the death of your faction leader, pitting you against the other Roman factions in a civil war. If you win, you become the Emperor of Rome. I feel like that's actually a really smart mechanic.
Engage the enemy! Forward! Out of mood, sir!
Anyway, mercenaries. Actually, another thing I was going to talk about. The mercenaries do take a lot of upkeep, a lot more than the usual units. But the reason why I like having them around is just so that if I'm, for example, right here away from a Roman town that can supply me with troops, I can just have troops pop up almost literally out of thin air. And they're great for bolstering your army. I would probably recommend, if in future, or when I do this again, I'd probably have 10 to 15 units of regular troops and then spots for more mercenaries, and just kind of, when I'm really deep in enemy territory and I'm kind of hurting, bolster my forces with mercenary units. Then they're not real Romans, so why should I care if they live or die? Okay, did some stuff. Made some. Oh no. Okay, so yeah. Okay. So that confused me. So profits basically, it weighs the differences between what I've gained and what I've spent, and like the difference there. But this is still like, I don't know. Actually, no, that makes less sense. The tax in this game is stupid. Agent has been found. Built some stuff. Actually, in one of my recordings, in one of the sessions that never happened, I actually ended up in an alliance with Gaul and Spain against the, Gaul and Spain. Ended up in an alliance with Germany and Spain against the Gauls. So yes, building arenas, not necessarily a good idea. Jesus, I really shouldn't have bribed those. See, that's the downside to bribing armies, is you can gut your economy pretty hard. Sweet. Also, just take a look at my taxes. See if anyone can have their... Like, look at these fuckers. I mean, it's probably due to, yeah, garrison. But, those are some happy motherfuckers. Just see if anyone's tax rate can be upped. Probably actually push that down a little bit. Okay. Ooh. pretty sure I trained a spy. So hopefully what I'm going to go for with my spies is I want them to get to these station cities and open the gates. I'm not sure if I clarified this last video, but yeah, the Germans need 15 states and for Scythia and Dacia to not exist. So I'm helping them a lot, but at the same time, if I can like lock them down from Gaul to Scythia, I can stop them from expanding. Also, as Cormac pointed out, soon the Gauls might not exist. Be an interesting game if they didn't. I wouldn't have to do a damn thing about it.
Prepare for battle.
No way I control. Game, you're bad and you should feel bad. Varus, give me back my legions! Augustus Caesar.
There stands the Dacian horde. Their warriors are brave and worthy of respect. We are here to do one job. Prevent them from taking the town at all costs. The count of our warriors is vastly greater than theirs. So unless we fight like old women or idiots, victory is certain.
I don't know, man.
They
Old women
will
are dangerous.
skulk in the woods and hope to ambush some of us.
They
I
will.
have never lost a battle against these people. Why should I start losing now, with men such as you at my command? Another victory is at hand. When I set my heart on an attack, I do so knowing that I will win, that my men will win, that victory is within reach. All we need to do is
These guys wear
stretch out
such shiny
and grasp
boots.
the foe firmly by the throat. Only a fool cares for omens and portents, no matter how bad they may be. We make our own destinies, and we are not ruled by the flight of some damn bird. Be of good heart, for within the day, reinforcements will reach us. I have won many great victories for Rome. Be strong in that truth, and let this be one more. March on, and know that our victory is assured as long as we live and die like true Romans.
Decadently? I feel like I could make a Caligula joke, but I'm not sure how many people would get it. Mercenaries.
Reinforcements have arrived, but are they in time to take part in the battle?
Yes? What would make you think that they aren't? Oh, this battle played out a very This battle played out very differently in another reality, where I had to immediately go on the attack because the town watch was controlled by the AI, and as I've constantly demonstrated, the only one that makes worse decisions than me is the AI. I hate those cavalry units, how small they are. Shouldn't do this. Actually, no, I'm not going to do this. I have time control. I am the doctor. So, sorry, just trying to get comfortable in my chair.
It's always a good idea to keep a portion
No,
of your army
it
in
isn't.
reserve. They can reinforce points where you are threatened and take advantage of enemy weak points. Cavalry are usually the best reserves as they can react most quickly. Your general's bodyguard.
Stop running like a bitch. Yep. And he ran like a bitch.
Your victory.
How did I narrowly win? Oh dear.
Victory! No more moves, sir. Imperator, we can't do that, sir. Onward!
So, Sound effects come free. Ah. Sweet. Also, maps for maps. Look, I'm starting to feel like the AI doesn't really use the map data too well because the AI is kind of fucking... Wait, what? Oh. Well. Weren't you these guys at war with the Bavarian horde not too long ago? I say that semi-ironically. Jesus. Market. I need more money.
Yes, master.
Love how my war efforts are going substantially better.
You have selected a target.
Yeah, cool. Ow.
Awaiting your command. I shall speak with them at once.
I have 6 gold.
Your honor, I shall speak with them at once. Out of news. Imperator, we can't do that, sir. March!
Well, that was a waste of a turn. Who's the better leader? You are.
Sir! Sir!
Actually.
General! Sir!
Oh, that army's just sad.
Attack! No more moves, sir.
Yes, master. Watching and waiting. Your honor. Spying.
Well,
Sir! Sir! Prepare for battle. Move the fleet.
God, I hope I get lucky. You know, I'll actually wait till these guys are trained up to attack. Actually, you're a spy. Take a gander at these guys. See what I can get from them. Oh, you dogs. Huh, they literally have dogs.
Disengage!
Shit.
Moves
I
depleted.
don't know why I ran backwards. Oh shit, they're not going to, shit!
Yes.
Fuck it. I will buy you.
Once.
I don't care that I'm pissing money away. Fucking bucks.
Honor.
Essentially, I cannot retrain my troops because we are under siege in what has to be some of the jankiest bullshit ever.
Engage the enemy. Engage the enemy. Orders. Engage the enemy.
You know what? I'm going to attack. I meant to click on this, but well, this video is running a little bit long. Fucker.
Men, we face adversity.
You know what? Fuck it. Not listening to your speech.
Unit! 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 Single line! Single line!
Where are you? Over here. Actually, something I've been kind of disappointed by is that you don't get a height advantage. Like, if I'm Jesus, that would be difficult to work out in game. But if I'm like, you know, substantially higher up in the enemy, my arrow should go further. My cavalry are going to have to take care of those dogs. And I am going to have to include my general in that. Yeah. Those archers aren't going to be a problem. No, that's a spear warband. Who let the dogs out? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, Jesus, this could be interesting. Although, as Rome 2 has shown, I've won some spectacular victories. Going by the seat of my pants. And again, if I'm making any decisions that people rant and rage about, I offer an apology, but not really, because, like I've said previously, a couple of times at least, I'm not good at video games. I like them, but I have my play. It's different to how a lot of people would play, I'd imagine. They're angling their front line because of my cavalry. And it's just, you know, this is the way I do it. If people don't like it, then that's a shame, but I just do it the way that seems right. That's how video games are meant to be played. You know, for example, splitting my forces like this is probably a terrible idea. How I'm doing it.
The single line formation simply draws your units into a line without strategically positioning any of them. It can be useful for quickly holding a defensive
Personally,
position.
I feel like the best defensive position would be the double line, because what you'd have is you'd have a unit. Basically, you'd have your enemy shock into a line, and then have that line retreat in order, and they'd shock into a second line. Bavarian mercenaries. Love I keep making that joke. Not sure if it was ever funny, but I keep making it. So is that 12 dudes? Yeah, so that's the number of dudes, not dogs.
Lower quality infantry with armor and shields make great targets for enemy archers to waste their missiles on. They can protect high value units by drawing fire.
Fascinating. No, bad. Bad cavalry. Ah, fuck it, just slam into them. No, bad. God damn it, how many of my own dudes did I just kill?
The enemy general flees! Press forward so the spirit of his army is broken too! The enemy show their true virtue. They are not soldiers, only frightened
You know what, I'm gonna
rabbits
pursue
running
this.
from our men.
Have these guys pull back because they're not going to really do too much. Gonna try and kill as many people as I can. With the Gauls, it was more about just trying to push back the front line. Well, yeah, just trying to get that unit to disengage. But considering I'm on the offensive here, I'm going to want to kill as many Dacian troops as I can. And I mean, what have I killed? Well, that number might be a bit skewed because I'm pretty sure that counts the number of dudes who've retreated too, but... I mean, theoretically, they can actually get to a point where they have so few troops that their entire army will disband. It wasn't a bad fight for them.
This is a heroic
Well, apparently I just killed their general twice. See, this is where mercenaries come really in handy, because I lost about 20 cavalry there. Fuck. Yeah. Brave men are a city's strongest tower of defense.
Victory!
I mean, technically not wrong.
Yes, master. Spying.
Imperator! Attack! Move depleted, sir.
Oh, I think that's that army I just kicked the shit out of. Anyway, guys, when next we meet, we will be breaking the siege in Narbo Martius. I can envision us losing quite a few troops in this one. Then probably going on to beat the shit out of the Spanish Navy. Anyway, guys, I am Ostentatiousness. Thank you for watching. I do really do hope you've enjoyed. I've been having a lot of fun with this one. I think I've had a bit of time to think about me and Let's Playing, and this is something I enjoy doing. This is something I want to share with you guys. So, if any of you guys want to drop me a line, drop me a line. There should be a link to the Twitter in the bottom that will tell you about if I cannot record. Don't also check out my discussion page. I will also mention there if and why I cannot record. It's usually just, again, because I'm having a bad enough day and it's... yeah. So, take care. Bye.